She told me it's just a lot for the students and the community. It was Mother's Day yesterday. Finals are this week, and graduation is just around the corner. Investigators say the 3 who were taken to the hospital, all of them are expected to survive. Investigators also wanted to share for families to talk with their children, to drive safely, and just another message from residents in the area. They're just saying that this is a pretty dangerous intersection here, a lot of revving and speeding. So, folks, please be careful out there. For now, reporting live in Pasadena, Eric Resendiz, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Eric, thank you. Pro-Palestinian protesters clashed with police outside of the Pomona College graduation ceremony. Officers were seen pushing pro-Palestinian protesters down 32nd Street yesterday. One person was arrested after they tried to punch an officer in the back of the head. The graduation yesterday had to be moved to 30 miles away due to fears of a scene just like this. Many were frustrated after the last-minute change.
Most of the students support those students that are protesting, and they're feeling like they're punished, and the school's not getting punished. And there's a lot of families, we're local, but there's a lot of families that aren't and have had to leave.
This could have all been avoided if Pomona College divested the same way faculty and students want.
The LAPD ordered protesters to disperse, blocking off 32nd Street for the rest of the night. Nearby USC closed its campus during the clash. And UCLA is officially back to normal operations. Classes resumed over the weekend, and Royce Quad is back open to the public. It comes 2 weeks after chaotic protests on campus. The UCLA Academic Senate is scheduled to resume talks on Thursday. It's set to debate a resolution to censure and declare no confidence in Chancellor Gene Block over the handling of the protests.
Told you at the top of the hour, May Gray sticking around a little bit longer. Let's go over to Brianna and find out what the rest of the day holds for us. Brianna.
Yeah, that's going to be what this week pretty much looks like, is a lot of May Gray. It might even get some drizzle out of it as well. And then we should get some sun this afternoon, but we will have some high clouds out there as well. So, yeah, it's just going to be lasting a little longer than last week. So it is still overcast for the valleys, where it's keeping things cooler, too. That's why we're also going to be cooling off this week. 62 degrees over into Burbank. And then as we take you down into Disneyland and Anaheim, we do have some overcast skies and cool temperatures there as well. Now, outside of that marine layer, it is warming up fast over into Palm Springs, where we're already at about 94 degrees, mid-80s for Lancaster and Palmdale. And then you get closer to the coast and you have a whole lot of 60s, and it's moved out into the Inland Empire as well. But we're starting to see some more sun now for the IE. Chino Hills just partly cloudy. Sun is coming out, but it's still cool, 63. 66 in Covina, also getting some more sunshine. And then you start heading into the foothills, where we still have some clouds. It's starting to retreat just a little bit and dissipate from some of these areas, but we can expect to see this really through the week this week. Now, there's also going to be a small chance of potentially some mountain showers, too. And so I'll have more on that in just a little bit and let you know what to expect. Philip, Giovanna, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Brianna, thank you. It is a big day in New York in former President Trump's hush money trial. Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen, taking the witness stand today. ABC's Christian Cordero is live in front of the courthouse with the latest on his testimony. Christian.
Hey there, Philip. Good to be with you. So when it came to former President Donald Trump, Michael Cohen was a self-described attack dog with a law license. He was someone Trump trusted, and today he's testifying against him. His name was said more than 90 times during prosecutors' opening statement, and today Michael Cohen arrived to the Lower Manhattan courthouse to take the stand against his former boss, former President Donald Trump. Trump is charged with falsifying business records linked to the $130,000 payment Cohen made to porn actress Stormy Daniels days before the 2016 election. It was so the public wouldn't hear her claim of a sexual liaison between the two. Trump denies all wrongdoing, including the liaison.
We paid a lawyer a legal expense. And we have a legal expense is a legal expense. It's marked down in the book, quote, legal expense.
Cohen testifying about a catch-and-kill scheme set up with National Enquirer publisher David Pecker, where they agreed to publish positive stories about Trump and stop negative ones from coming out. Pecker himself testified about that 3 weeks ago. Jurors hearing a recording of a conversation between Cohen and Trump in September 2016, referencing one of these alleged catch-and-kills, a $150,000 hush money payment to Playboy model Karen McDougal by Pecker.
So what are we going to pay? Funding, yes. When it comes time for the financing, which will be, listen.
What financing?
We'll have to paid. So, no.
Prosecutors say it's powerful evidence of Trump's involvement in the catch and kill scheme. Jurors have seen 200 pieces of evidence so far, including the shell company Cohen opened, the wire transfer to Stormy Daniels, the invoices he prepared, the checks Trump signed to pay him back, and the ledger entries where Trump labeled those payments legal expenses. Some previous witnesses have taken swings at Cohen's reputation. Prosecutor Josh Steinglass conceded he has what you might consider to be some baggage. The defense calls Cohen obsessed, a convicted liar, that he cannot be trusted. Cohen is the final key witness in the prosecutor's case. Some members of the public waited overnight for a seat in the courtroom. Philip.
And Christiane, they're just getting back from lunch, as I understand. So what do you expect from Cohen's testimony this afternoon?
Well, Philip, Cohen's testimony right before lunch ended on a really tense note where he accused President Trump of demanding those payments be made to silence those stories to protect his campaign, not necessarily to protect his family, which is something the defense has been starting to build their argument around through the course of this trial. So you can certainly expect the defense to go after that in their cross-examination, Philip.
Okay, Christiane, thank you. Reporting live from outside that hush money trial.
As we continue here at 11 a.m., could another wave of COVID infections be on the way? What researchers are now finding.
A man